lakas ng amoy.
Wala na, immune na kami dito eh. Ano ba na amoy mo? Ako ba na amoy mo? Ayaw katabi ko.
Baka si Kuya!
14.
Oh my God. Very cute. So cute! Hello! Hi! Are you pregnant? You're pregnant! So, I want to share with you guys my quiet time. Sana ma-inspire kayo and ma-encourage kayo sa word na binigay sa akin ni God. I was reading 1 Samuel chapter 31, and this is the last chapter of the book, and it is about the death of Saul. On the commentary of my Bible, it said there that it is also not only the death of Saul, but it was the death of an ideal. And it didn't really have an explanation kung bakit sinabing death of an ideal. Pero naisip ko, kasi 'di ba, before Saul became the king of the Israelites, the people wanted a king. And they did not recognize God as their king. They kept asking and asking. And so God finally gave in, and they had the king, the perfect, good-looking king. In the physical sense, Saul was the ideal king that they had. I thought about it, and the first thing that came to my mind as I was processing what it meant to mourn for the ideal, I thought about my season as a single woman. Many times I've shared it on my vlog that I was that girl who was always hoping and dreaming to find somebody or the one, right? And the ideal is that dapat ngayon meron na akong asawa, meron na akong family, right? But that's not the case. Right now, I'll say it, I'm in my late 30s, and the ideal is not here. And I feel like God was saying to me that I need to accept the death of an ideal. You know, in my season, being single, I need to stop fighting what God is trying to do in my life. And obviously, if you keep fighting through the process, wala kang peace, wala kang joy. And earlier this morning, as you guys saw, kahit na sobrang antok ko pa, I did my quiet time in John chapter 15 verses 4 to 11. And Jesus was encouraging us that if we remain in His love and if we abide in Him, our joy will be complete. It will overflow. This has so much to do also with just yielding and surrendering to what God is doing in my life. So what Jesus is saying is that if we abide in Him and remain in His love, there should be joy and there should be peace, this overwhelming sense of joy. Look at your life and question, may joy ba ako? Dapat may joy, diba? Kung wala, there should be something wrong. There should be some assessment that we look into our hearts, our spirit. Is there something that we're fighting off? Maybe it's that. Maybe we are against what God is doing in our life, in our season, and we keep holding on to an ideal na dapat tapos na yun, dapat rest in peace. I hope and I encourage you to look at your life and assess what God is trying to teach you in your season. Maybe you're fighting what God is trying to do in your life and you're trying to escape the reality of things, and wala, nagiging bitter ka na. Pero I remember my friend, dapat whole tayo in Jesus, kasi that's the only way to go, diba? I remember Jesus was proposing to eat His flesh and drink His blood, right? It's the weirdest scripture reading actually, but when you think about it, Jesus was actually trying to propose that He is a living thing that would satisfy you. There's 100% reliance on Him. And Peter as a response was saying, to whom shall we go? Wala ka namang pupuntahan eh. Wala nang better option out there. In essence, I just encourage you, if you're struggling with your season as a single woman, I hope that you accept what God is trying to do in your life. That whatever died, those dreams, in that phase, yung supposed ideal setup dapat at this time and all that stuff, yung timeline mo, I think we should just leave it as that and just accept that God is doing something new in your life. So, daming kong sinabi. Pero, sana na-gets nyo. I don't know if I said that in an articulate way. Feeling kong gulo. Pero yun na yun. Anyway, today, I have some lesson plans to work on. Tapos mag-workout ako. Finally, I'm done fasting. Not that I hated it, but makakakain na ako, right? So, then after that, i-edit ko na yung vlog. Tapos